What's up, interwebs? It's your realtor Jeremy. It's Tuesday. It's time for the Tuesday market update. It's the first day of June, so let's take a look at the May numbers. Welcome back to the Tuesday market update. If you haven't already, would you do me a favor and click the subscribe button that's down below this video? It'll really help me out a ton. Even if you're not looking to buy something right away, I do share all sorts of other content, including a snorkeling video from Cozumel last summer. I just haven't finished editing. It's coming, and it's amazing. Let's get into the numbers. We're looking at Chandler and Gilbert. Looking at the graphs here, you can see the new and the sold listings kind of converge. They're about the same. One of the things to note is that we did have a little bit of a drop-off in the number of buyers compared to last month. We did also have a drop-off of listings, which isn't really helpful. It's also the end of the year, and we usually see a little bit of a slowdown in May because a lot of people aren't looking to move because you got, end of the year stuff, so people that are considering moving, they're gonna maybe hold off till June. Average sold prices continue to just tick up, just moving right along. Absorption rate has actually come up a little bit over the last few months. And then our sold to list ratio is continuing to increase. Not quite, it looks like it's leveling off a little bit. Now it's still over 104% to list price. Average sold price, $515,104. Average over 500,000. I think that's the first time we've hit that in Chandler. Interesting. Up from 381, 318. Now it says a 35.09% change. The next couple of months, but especially this month of May, all of the Tuesday market updates for the month of May, the year-to-year comparison, so May 2021 to May 2020 is going to be really dramatic because April and May we saw a dip across the board of stuff that was selling, and the things that were selling weren't selling at list. Like there was kind of a retraction of the market when we first hit the pandemic, not really knowing what was happening. And then June and July came and it just started kind of rolling right along. So I think most of the numbers, the month-to-month comparison over a year is gonna look a little funky, which is why we use that year-to-date number that's right over here. The year-to-date number is 26.97, so that's a little bit more accurate to what we're actually seeing for appreciation amount. And then days on market, we're at 21, down from 33, about the same as last month, as April was. And then spread of houses, it happened. Last month we talked about it, that Gilbert was the one that flipped from 300 to 400 being the top price point to 4 to 5. That just happened in Chandler. Only by 2, but it's that shift we were looking to see. Also, you can see a lot of stuff sold in the 550 to 1 million. I mean, we only had 30 last year and we had 114. So big shift there. 425 houses sold this May. Last year, 363. Again, we're gonna see a big difference May 2020 to May 2021 just because of what was happening. Gilbert numbers, graph. This is why I do these cities together all the time. That graph looks almost exactly the same as Chandler's. The new sold and active listings, maybe the buyers didn't dip off quite as much, but definitely flatlined where we're seeing more and more buyers coming on the market. And then last week we mentioned the average sale price. We saw it go down a little bit. We're just wondering if it was going to be a blip or a trend. Definitely just a blip because this month we're back up, and if you compare, it's a pretty steady slope up. Absorption rate did increase quite a bit more, but that was because the new listings were more than the sold listings. Average sale price, $563,029, up from $403,083. That's almost 40%, 39.68% change, $160,000 difference. Again, May 2020, lots of weird stuff was happening. Year to date though, just shy of 26%. So that's what we're seeing. Chandler Gilbert, 26% effective appreciation. Days on market, 18. All right, and spread of houses. The bulk of them, 4 to 500, at 159 of them sold. And you can see last year, 182 sold at the 3 to 400. But just like Chandler, everything above that has sold so many more. The 550 to 750 is 115. I mean, that's catching up to be the top price point. We'll just keep an eye on that. And then look, I mean, tons. 10 million to 1.25 million, and only one the previous year. So things are moving, and 472 up from 380. I say it every week. It's not that we don't have any houses to sell. We do. We just have so many more buyers. Now, some trends that I was already feeling and kind of seeing, and this data that I'm just starting to look at because it's the 1st of June, I just started to look at some of the data from May, is confirming what I was kind of feeling about the market, is that it's cooling off a little bit. Now, we're going from like 3,000 degrees to like 1,000. It's still really hot. It's still really active. It's just not as frenzied maybe as it has been. I think we still have insanely high demand and crazy low inventory because of that high demand. So the market's going to keep appreciating. There's no signs in that slowing down at all, but I think that it is going to mellow just slightly. So maybe if you felt like things were just too crazy, things were just too frenzied to get into the market and try to buy something, maybe now's that time. It is also the summer when we do tend to see a lot of inventory hit the market as schools and people get ready to go to summer and potentially make moves for the next school year. We do see a lot of activity in June. So if you've had any thoughts about buying and you've been maybe a little hesitant, right now might be a great time. Give me a call, and if it's not the right time, I'll help you come to that conclusion. I'll tell you if it's not the right time. And if we do decide it's the right time, we'll put together a game plan and make it happen for you. I appreciate you guys watching this week's Tuesday Market Update. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Have a great week. Bye.